Hello everyone, I'm creator and model GTxNena, and welcome to my tutorial on IMVU Abby Makeovers skins. If you've been having trouble modeling and your judges keep saying that, your skin's not good enough, well, I'm here to help you with that. Skins are one of the #1 things that can take your Abby from noob to pro. Now, if you take a look at this skin, I'm going to tell you exactly what judges look for. When they look for skin, they are looking at the textures. They are looking at the way the skin is actually drawn. They are looking at the shadowing. They want 3D skins that have little to no blur and have very good detail. This right here is a very good skin that is 3D. There is little to no blur around the breast. There is good shadowing to make muscles in the abdomen area. There's even shadowing here, right here, to show those bones. There's shadowing in between the legs, but not too much. Now I'm going to take you to a few other skins so that you can really see the difference here. Now, as you can see, this is very obviously drawn. It's very, very bad and low quality. If you just see the shadowing here is way too dark. Yeah, there is, you can tell that's supposed to be ribs, but you can also tell that it's drawn. This is just way too much shadowing. If you look here, those collarbones are very, very flat. And, like I said, you can tell it's drawn. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't look real at all. And that's what makes this a really bad skin. It looks awful all over. I mean, if you look at the shadowing on the butt, it's just way too much. And like I said, it looks fake. Let me take you to a skin that's a bit better. I'm gonna go through several skins here with you guys today. Okay, here's the type of skin that you would see on a lot of the newer accounts. My account's very old, so that first skin is a noob skin from a very old account. This sort of skin is the kind you would more than likely find on a noob skin from a newer account. It's a lot better than that last one, yes, but let me show you what's wrong with it. Where it does have good shadowing here, it has way too much shadowing here. And in the buttocks area right here, it has way too much shadowing. And the textures are also very flat, as you can see. Way too much shadowing, way too much shadowing. Shades and shadowing is very important. You want lots of different shades and coloring in the skin, like real skin. Also, this looks very fake and plasticky. There's a good shine, but a bit too much. Kind of makes her look more like a doll. Speaking of doll looks, here's a skin that a lot of people end up thinking is a good skin when they first start out because of the shine to it. It has a beautiful shine, it has beautiful texture. If you can see that, these muscles are very detailed, very beautiful. Overall, in like 3D, texturing and just how detailed it is, it's a very good skin in that manner. But the shine, it is way, way, way too shiny to be a good skin. You want to stay away from this look because this makes your Abby look like a Barbie doll. You don't want the Barbie doll look. You want a realistic look. And again, at the buttocks, way too much shadowing there. Not so much up front. And a key line is always to look at the breast. If you see that, it's kind of blurry right there. If you see that, it's kind of blurry right there. It's also kind of blurry right there. Now, I thought for a while that this was a pretty good skin until I learned through modeling that it's It's just not. It looks like a Barbie doll skin, and you should probably steer away from that. And if you look at the face, it does sort of the same thing to the face. Has this natural makeup that has like the lipstick's not natural, but the eyeshadow and the blush here is natural, and again adds to the Barbie doll look. Now here is a lovely skin. Nice 3D. Lots of texture and color. Has shades of dark, shades of light. Not too much shine. There's a bit of blur on the breast here, as you can see. Also, always pay attention to the face, because each skin usually does something different and makes your face look a bit different there. This one's pretty good skin. Some people might be against it because of the bit of blur in the breast. So always watch for that. That's usually an indicator of a good or bad skin. I've actually used this skin many times during modeling and won many times during modeling. This skin right here is a good example of good shading around the buttocks. That's good shading. It's not too dark. You can actually see the lines there. You can see where it's 3D and the buttocks kind of comes out a little bit further, and the shadowing matches that. You want the shadowing to match the figure as it would in real life. Here's another type of skin to watch out for. As you can see, it completely changes the way my character looks there. You always want to watch out for skins if you're modeling that has any of these little things in it. More than likely you're not going to win with these little pegs in it, because, well, look at them. They're flat. First off, they do not come out. They're flat. They're blurry. They do not look real at all. The cheek ones are okay. They look real, although I would steer away from any of them that does this to the eyes, because the way this skin just makes her face look does not look right. It looks fake. It looks like more of a doll or a fake Abby. Also, while we're on a skin like this, be wary of tattoos on the skin that's blurry. You want all your products to have good texturing. That's like the main key to a good 3D look, is texture of your products. And as you can see, again, those little flat piercings. Just look at that tattoo right there. Just looks bad. I think that's supposed to be either a lace piercing or a tattoo of a lace piercing. There's absolutely no 3D about it, so I can't really tell if it's supposed to be a piercing or a tattoo. So that's just a big sign that that's a bad skin. It's a really bad skin, and I wouldn't suggest any tattoos or skins that look like this. I'd steer away from any of them that have just these on them, and you'll find a lot that have these little piercings on them, and they're not 3D. They're usually flat. They're usually blurry, and they'll usually get you not picked in competitions. Now I'm going to go back to this skin for a moment. This is one of the skins I use just the absolute most. It's hard to find an absolute perfect skin, but if you look at this one, there's absolutely no blur around the breast, which is one of the first things a lot of judges look at, is if there's blur in the breast. There's no blur there. The collarbone isn't very blurry. It's somewhat 3D during side poses. The texturing and shadow's good. There's shine, but not too much shine. There's shadowing to show off the muscle tones and the bone structure. About the only thing I would complain about this skin would actually be the belly button. If you take a look at it, it's a little bit blurry there. But that's really the only complaint I would personally have about this skin. Everything else about it is absolutely beautiful. Even if you look at this, you can kind of see like where they try to draw in little bones in a way in the back, and just the way this looks like it dips in, that is absolutely beautiful. That is a That is a very, very good skin right there. And that's what you kind of want to look for when you're looking for skin, is nice 3D textures with little to no blur, and it doesn't do anything really funny to your body, like give it any dark spots, or there's some skins, I don't have any like this, but there's some skins that's so bad that they'll even leave like little blue streaks. If you look closely, you'll see like blue or red streaks in the skin. Try to avoid that if you can. Okay, from here I think I'm going to show you a little bit about alternative skins. I'm not the biggest on alternative skins, but can show you what you want to look for. When looking for an alternative skin, here's one I've actually seen a lot of models use when they try to look like the character Ivy from Batman. If you look at this skin though, it is very blurry. The Ivy's obviously drawn on the arm there. It's very, very, very blurry. There's way too much shadowing on those legs, way too much shadowing underneath the butt. I've had so many models try to use this skin and they never win. So yeah, that's why I wouldn't pick this skin. Look at that right there. You remember what we were just looking at with the spinal cord on the other one? Yes, it looks like it's drawn in too. They kind of tried to put the bones in too, but that is so ridiculously blurry. And you want to stay away from that, because once you actually develop the eye for this stuff, wearing blurry things will drive you crazy, and other people wearing blurry things, it's not going to pass. Here's a bit of a better alternative skin. This is my Lady Freddy Cougar, and as you can see, this skin is actually quite beautiful for a alternative skin. Nice, straight, clear textures. Those little dips in the skin looks 3D when it's obviously not. It is a drawing, because all this is drawings, but the point is to make it look 3D, even if it's not. There's a bit of blur on the neck there, but overall this is a pretty good alternative skin for a cosplay character. It's nice and it's 3D. The colors are bright, and the texture is not stretched. It's good and straight. So altogether, that's a pretty good one with a little bit of flaws. Here again is about a perfect example. I want to give you a better example of good alternative skin. This is a pretty good alternative skin. Again, I'm not big on furries. I'm not big on alternative skins altogether, but usually if you go with nice, straight, clear textures, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. And that's really what you want all around. And always, again, with skin, look at the face. Look at what it's doing to your face, because it could end up making your character look completely different than how you want it. So always pay attention to what the skin is doing to your face. A few of the people that I would suggest would be Chaussee. That's, let me make sure I get the spelling right. That's the skin I'm wearing now. It's from Chaussee. That's Chesav. He has a lot of good skins, although I will say it is kind of hard to find heads. It's not any skin that matches the shades of skin that he has, though he does make a lot of heads as well. Also Cindy. Here's my Cindy products here. Cindy, that's Cindyyy. I've won a lot of contests using her skin. She has a lot of really good skins, including this pretty good alternative skin for a Frankenstein or a zombie or something like that. Even the few alternative skins she has are pretty good and decent. There's little to no blur. So that's a pretty good one. White Diamond. White Diamond is a pretty good one. Although I would watch out for Blur in the Breast with White Diamond. Kiss of the Cuties, one of the ones on my skin list. Although with her, I would watch out for blurry tattoos or the flat piercings on the shoulders that I was showing you. And one of my favorites, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this person, and this is also a good person for males as well. If you're a guy, a good person for you all and for females would be Z. That's Z-E-I, Z. So I don't really have any advice for alternative skins. I'm not really big on the alternative skins, so besides this one I showed you here, you'll just have to look around for nice, straight, 3D textures with little to no blur. And that's the best advice I could give you on that. So, yeah. And I would like to thank you all for joining me for my tutorial today. I hope that it helps you with your skin problems here on IMVU. If you fix it up and you change your skin, you will slowly see your Abbies start to progress and become like the top models Abbies. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of my tutorials, please subscribe or even check the little bell and you'll get a notification each and every time I do an upload. Like this video, share it with your IMVU friends. Feel free to use it in your agencies. If you would like to support the creator, please visit my shop on IMVU at GTxNena, and I will see you next video. Bye.